Cool. And leading into this is this whole discussion about the Tech Trek alumni community. So this is kind of a skinny down version of what I showed before. What we're looking for is really the post-camp and then feeding back into the camp process. So we have campers coming out of camp. They could go into a local Tech Trek alumni group if the branch has one. They could become part of the advisory group. They could go off and just attend STEM courses and not really stay connected with AAUW at all. And that's where we think the real impact is within this community, to build this community and make this community self-sustaining so that we can continue to have staff members as we move into the future, that we can have girls getting connected into STEM fields and coming back as teachers and instructors, camp directors, eventually having their own kids attend Tech Trek maybe. But I think the real value is in helping build the community. And in doing so, we're benefiting ourselves and we're benefiting the girls. And so one of the things that we really, we haven't seen yet is having members reach back in to help support the branch in the pre-camp phase, other than maybe coming to a meeting and talking about how cool Tech Trek might be. You know, that could be a pre-camp support, but we have some branches that need a lot more tech support than some other branches. And it would be nice if we could find a way to help strengthen that as we move forward, rather than have the branches say, I can't do this anymore because I can't manage the tech. So one of the things that we're going to do to try and help with that is to build this TTAG branch handbook. Esme, is this the team you're working on? Yeah, Mary.
Esme, are you going to say something?
All I was going to say is that's not
the one you're working on. Marilyn, are you working on this one?
No, I don't think so. I don't think this one.
Okay. Mary, what were you going to say?
Well, I thought that the branch coordinator peer support group was also to help with tech issues at the branch level.
It will. It will. The branch support peer group will be helping with the tech levels at the branch level. This is more a handbook to tell them how to start a TTAG team. So
right, but our last comment, the last slide, as far as bringing tech support to the branches by the girls. And I think that the peer support group should also be able to do that to some degree.
Okay. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'll make sure that I'm just trying to think of where that would fit in here in the Tech Trek alumni community slide. I think that that's probably something that is definitely maybe back here. Maybe, no. Let me think about that, Mary, where I would make sure that we address that. That's a good point.
I think it's that green Romanesco in that 12 square. Go back, another one.
Oh, this one?
There it is, upper right. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. All righty.
All right, thanks, Mary. So this, the TTAG branch handbook, this is being led by Ellie Lavender and team.
Dr. Mimi?
Yeah.
Sorry, that is it. Sorry, mine was a playbook project, and I was like, is that the same thing as a branch handbook? So yeah, I'm in this one.
Playbook, that's what I thought, Marilyn. And I'm like, oh, bless your heart. So what it's a how-to, the goal is to come up with a how-to to help either the branches, or if you have some girls who really want to get started and want to put together some kind of a local community, it's some some step-by-step instructions to enable them to start at the grassroots and start at the local level to build a small cadre of people that are gonna be able to give each other support in person. And that might mean doing participating in branch events. It may be participating, doing outreach in local schools. It may be a number of different things that they could get involved with. But more likely, what they found at Beach Cities was they do a lot of personal development. They may have speakers talk to them about careers. So there's, again, a lot of exploration, workshops, exploring different topics and different ideas, and resume, helping write your school applications, your college applications, that kind of thing. So right now we have a working group, and when I look at it, it represents 12 different branches. So we don't have 2 branches that are the same in that little working group. It is weighted towards Southern California. So as me, and there's a couple other that are up in the northern branches. If you have a few other compadres that would like to participate, encourage them to get involved. We want to make sure that this is representative of as many groups as possible. There's 5 camps represented in this specific working group, and it is weighted towards virtual right now. The due date really for this, trying to get the handbook done, is going to be the end of this year, because they have been working on it for quite a while. So the goal is to get something available, have it be an online document. The condition is that anybody who volunteers with any minors is going to have to complete the annual Tech Track Code of Conduct. Mary?
Is there anybody from UC Davis, junior or senior counselor, that is part of this, that maybe our North Tahoe girls, because there is a little bit of interest. Anybody that I could contact?
The only one I know there were 2 girls from Davis on the overall that signed up for the overall board. One was Annabelle, of course, and she is up in Oregon. And so Annabelle Al-Young, but she still wants to stay connected. So I think that that's valuable. These were all, went out to all of the coaching staff from this past summer, anybody who coached on anything. And there was 128 that were in the 14 to 19 kind of age range, or 20. I think maybe I used 21 before they got out of college. And 30 people signed up. So out of 128, 30 people signed up. And basically we said, all right, you want to play? Great. Yeah, Martha.
Ava Johnson might be one. Yeah, and
yeah.
she was a junior counselor last year at UC Davis, Mary.
Yep, Ava is definitely involved. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we have another meeting. We're meeting monthly with the Tech Trek alumni community. We're going to be meeting monthly until we figure things out. We have another group who's focused on infrastructure, and that Heidi's leading that group. And that's probably the one you're involved with, right, Esme? You're involved with infrastructure. Yeah. There you go. And so what we're really looking at here is what kind of, and we talked about this past week at the state leadership meeting, that we need to look at whether we need to add something to our procedures to address that we are working, that the committee is going to be working with some of the alumni. I think we're covered as far as, since all the campers signed the 5-year agreement to stay connected with us. We're covered really from a parental permission standpoint, if the camper says that they want to stay involved. And the goal is to have this community really give us some guidance on not just post-camp engagement, but also to maybe feed us back information about the camps themselves and to feed us some recommendations based on what they're seeing and hearing as they come through that might say, hey, this would be kind of a valuable thing for somebody to have when they're between 7th and 8th grade, kind of a piece of information. But their general focus is really going to be on building the community to help them stay engaged through high school and into college and even past there. So less focus on how do we fix or how do we improve camp, because we have lots of people focusing on that, but more focused on how do we keep this community and sustain it and give it everything that it needs between now and whenever. And some of the benefits that we looked at by doing that really is that you are, by having this community, they're also involved in the mission. And so from a service standpoint, this is tremendous service opportunity for them. For us as an organization, we're maybe able to see a little bit better return on investment if we have girls that stay engaged for a longer period of time. The chances that somebody is going to go on to meet whatever our goal was in the first place, a STEM higher education opportunity, the longer they're involved with us, the more likely that's going to happen. And I think for the individuals themselves, benefit because they get opportunities for leadership that they might not otherwise get. Esme, tell us why you would stay involved. You want to give back. I know that's, having that warm, fuzzy feeling that you're giving back is helpful. But I think what else do you think is valuable to you?
Yeah, I think there are lots of really valuable things, like in terms of like, now I'm a college student, so like going through the application process, like my leadership opportunities in Tech Trek was definitely something that like I highlighted on my application, and it helped me definitely get into college and stuff like that. And then like from here, I think it's just like having that network of people, like you said, like this sort of like internal community allows you to have so many more like outreach to like ask for internships or research or stuff like that, which is like, as like someone who's now in university, is very hard to get and very competitive. So kind of having like a step up, I think that those are all like kind of personal and maybe kind of selfish, but like beneficial reasons why.
But that's what I asked you. Heidi, since you're leading this, what would you like to share? Where you, we've been meeting now for what, about a month?
We have, but the former campers, the alumni and us, just the one meeting, and we're going to meet again. We've had a lot of interaction with a document online. So we're meeting this Sunday. I hope 4 p.m. was good for you, Esme. Yeah. Okay. I have got to tell you that I'm so impressed with our alumni. They have so many ideas, really good ideas. So we're going to focus on wordsmithing this Sunday, some of their wonderful ideas.
Yes, yeah.
But not only do they have a lot of good ideas about how to create this community and what kind of things we should be doing, they want to take action. And that, I sometimes I feel like I got to say, well, wait a second, we got to work on this document first. And then, that's post after we get this document in place. So that's exciting for me to see how engaged they are and how motivated they are. Mm-hmm. It's really wonderful.
And it is nice to see them. It feeds on itself. So
it does.
Somebody is enthusiastic, the next person is also enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're also working on that. You'll hear more as we go through that, but that goal is to have that infrastructure laid in place by the end of the fiscal year. So by the time camp ends next year, and neither one of these really should have a significant impact on camp, the running, the operations of camp, other than hopefully provide us better pipelines for staffing as you move forward. And the fact that Heidi's a camp director and a branch coordinator, and the team will hopefully will be charging forward on its own by then. So, okay.